Hi, today we're lucky enough to be joined by Dr. Jamie Caras. Jamie is a expert in online learning. He's been involved for the last 20 years, both as an educator, as a thought leader in the space, and as an individual who's developed tools for high school and college students. Jamie is both a parent, a former faculty member at the University of Texas in the chemistry department, and an Austin native. Jamie, could you share with our parents today 3 strategies for helping their high school students thrive in the online classes that they'll be working through over the next several weeks and months?
Well, I thought about this, Bob, and one of the things I would say is that a good key concept is know. You should know your student, and you should know the expectations of the school that your student is attending. I have 2 students from the same genetic pool in my household, both working in online classes, one at the university level and one at the high school level. And I would say they're very different in their study habits and their success strategies. And so I think it's important to understand your students and your kids in how they are typically successful, and then work with them to figure out how they transition those strategies to an online learning experience. My daughter, for example, needs frequent breaks. She cannot sit for 3 hours at a time and just immerse herself into learning. And whereas my son and myself are the exact opposite, we have to and have that level of focus. So for my son, it would be a very quiet room with a computer without distractions, and I would be the same. Whereas my daughter, I think it's important, a second strategy would be to, they are interfacing with the digital world. They are kind of blocked off from their peers that they normally would meet in their classrooms. So the second strategy would be allowing them to still maintain that social experience that they might have. And some, good options for them would be to say, the top 10 minutes of every hour that you're working on your online coursework, you can take a break and actually use whatever social media platforms or communication channels that you have with your friends. And that will allow them to, have a more regimented approach so that they can have periods of uninterrupted study and work, while still given leeway to behave in the social manner that young people crave so much. And so I think, knowing your students and knowing the expectations is a good first one. The second one is allowing them a social outlet through a regimented process. And then I think the third one is to support them. They don't have direct access, or certainly not the same relationship and direct personal contact they have with their teachers. And certainly they have digital channels, but it's definitely different and maybe a little more formal. And so I would say that it would be helpful to get them even outside help and considering some of the online tutoring platforms that are out there to set up times where people can help them with their coursework. At my daughter's high school, she certainly has, kind of open office hour times where they can get tutoring, and many students take advantage of it. And besides any tutoring that the teachers set up through platforms such as Zoom, there are also some great online tutoring platforms that can be used to help supplement your students, the assistance they can get with the various topics that they're working on.
Well, great, Jamie. You've been so generous with your expertise and your strategies today. We sure appreciate it, and we look forward to hearing more from you. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.